Well, hello YouTube. Welcome back to SBW, playing Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus, as customary. So, bit of a addition here. I had 2 episodes, and I did Pong Challenge, and then I did Greed Mode as Lazarus. And then everything was great, and they were actually, good episodes. I was going to talk about important stuff, and I'm going to go back into the topics because they were, they were important enough that I was like, oh, I can't, not say that in an Isaac video. So I was just like, well, this is my life now. I checked. I was about to upload them, and I was checking to see if everything turned out okay. I didn't have my microphone plugged in, so it's kind of just that kind of thing. So that was fun. That was a fun thing. I just lost an hour of work or anything. It's not like it was anything important or anything. We're gonna do a Samsung run. So let me explain what all happened. And it's lost a bit of its edge now, and on as far as the bit I'm gonna go into, because it's been a week since it's happened, but I'm gonna talk about it anyway. So as you guys have probably I've talked about it a little bit in my Isaac episode and some of my other episodes like that, and I've explained that there's 2 different kinds of YouTubers. There's the kind that are just themselves and just do, they just play the video game and everything like that. Or sometimes they're just faceless people. Okay, we cool. And then there's other times when a YouTuber is a persona, and not to make it sound, this is just poison. That's fine. And not to make it sound weird, because I don't know, something about the word persona. I mean, I guess not, considering how great that Persona 4 was recently, am I right? No, it wasn't recently? Yeah, that's true. I guess it has been a little while since it's come out. I don't play the Persona games. I played one of them. It was one of the fighting games, because I don't know. I think I just found it at the library once, and I was like, oh, hey, that looks like something that'll kill some of my time. So, let me give some examples. Game Theory, Matt Pat. He is himself. He might be a little bit more, what's the term? A little bit more exaggerated than his normal everyday life, but he is, in the end, he is Matt Pat. As opposed to someone like Bear Taffy. Bear Taffy is more like the persona type idea. He's he wants to be a character more than, just a guy playing a video game, which is really nice, and that's the thing I try to do. I don't want to just be me. I want to be me. This version of me, the guy playing Binding of Isaac, and I think that's cool. Weird and hard to explain without making me sound like I'm crazy, but cool. So, and I've held that ideal for a long time, being online and stuff like that. That wasn't... Oh, of course it wasn't my secret room. Darn it. Alright. I got my poison. Let's go. And I've had that ideal for a long time. When I've been online on message boards and stuff like that, I'm like, well, I don't want them to know my name. That's the most, sensical part in this entire argument. It's I don't want people of the internet to know who I am. That's not good. You're never supposed to tell them your name. But, I take it the next step. Sure, it's better than absolutely nothing, maybe. And, even with, my friends, Supermask and Glummy, I've known them for, actually years. And it was just, I've never told them my name. Supermask has said his name. He said his name in, YouTube videos. And I'm like, aha, I know your name now. And it's not like it was haha, I got you, because he said it. He was willing, and his friends always say his name all the time. I'm not gonna say his name. That's weird, because names are just he's not this man to me. He's Supermask. To his friends, he's that guy, but to me, he's Supermask. And with our other friend Glummy, I don't care what our name is, unless it's a really entertaining name. But Glummy is, Glummy is also a nickname I lost my deal. Glummy's just a nickname. Her actual name is Glumshanks, like, what was it, after the Skylander or something like that? And then she was just like, I don't know, she never says her name, but that's fine, because that's what I do. Shoot the whoop. I'll take that. And so, you could probably guess where this is going. One of them found out my name. One of them, of course, the one of them being Super Mask. So, we're talking in our standard message board area, and he's making this. We're like, I'm poking fun at him because this guy is like he's talking about this character he doesn't know. I'm gonna put this in the I'm gonna try to explain this in the way that doesn't actually talk about what's going on. We're talking about Super Mario Odyssey, basically. And like I was like making fun of him a little bit, and he's like, "What? Do you like taking the mick out of names?" And I think this man actually actually baited me into going full tilt into his joke, because this was like a Dan Giesling kind of move. He knew I was gonna take that bait if he says something even remotely British related. And I'm like, ha, I don't know what that means. I'm gonna make fun of you for it, because I'm culturally insensitive. Bombs? No. I need bombs. Yes, I do. I need bombs. How about you? And so I completely took the bait. I think he did it on purpose. And I was like, I made the joke that I was checking Google to find out what that meant, and I'm like, yeah, I am doing that. Oh, blow up right there. No, don't come back. Hold on, I can do this. I can next level. This is 4D chess right here. All right, please, right there. No, I'm not gonna make it. Oh, it's so awful. Okay. Please, just a bomb. Oh, man. Alright, end this way. Oh, I completely missed. That's good. And, yeah, so I was like, yeah, I guess I do take the mick out of a name. And he's like, well, what are you going to take the mick out of this name? And he posts it. And that's my name. And I'm like, that's my name. Oh no. Hold on. Do I want the stone chest? Do I want to reroll? I probably don't want to reroll. I'll hold it there. Let's try this, because I can get a bomb back. Oh yes, perfect. And then we're going to take the spirit hearts from the tinted rocks. I think this is our best use of our bombs here. Oh, good. Oh, hey, wow, alright. That was a perfectly okay tinted rock for me. And I'm like, that's my name. And I was gonna admit defeat. I was gonna surrender. Like, oh yeah, you got me good there, bud. And because I'm a Canadian for some reason, you got me good. But then I was like, some primal part of me took over, and I just deleted the post. And I'm like, don't leave that. I can't. That's in the internet. Someone can find that. I don't want that. Don't do that. And I even said it to him. It's like, hey, you could just not say my full name ever again. And he even explained it. So I got him a copy of the game Half Dead. It's a small little game now, and it's it's just a fun little co-op game. And my friend got it for 25 cents. So, it'll be a pretty good use of our time. And I actually just bought it off of him for some Steam trading cards. So that's the best use of those Steam trading cards I could have thought of. And then I sent the gift to him, and I've sent this man gifts before, through Steam, and everything's been fine. That's how I got a hold of Human Fall Flat. And then, just this time, he was like, oh yeah, I checked the return email address on there. The secret's out. nice name, by the way, and my name is in my email address, because, you know, I am an adult. And I'm like, oh, no, he is so smart. He juked me. I don't think I know how to properly use that term. Oh, hey now. I don't like it when they flank me like that. Alright. Nice. Lovely stuff. I didn't know you could poison off the, whatever it's called, Shoop-de-Whoop beam. Hey, watch it. Alright, 36% chance. Nah, that's fine. I got a damage upgrade. Damn it. I think I got everything. Alright. So yeah, that's how my life's been going. I mean, at first I was like, I'm not that mad. And then I just stayed up for 2 hours when I was trying to sleep. Like, maybe I am mad. Like, and like the way I worded it in the message, he was like, "Oh crap, I've overstepped the line," and he's like, "Oh, maybe we should just forget I said that, or maybe we should just forget that never happened." To which I responded, "What never happened?" Because I think I'm clever, and I mean, he's not like he's not like worried or anything. He doesn't think I'm like mad. Because then when we recorded our next segment on Fuming Wallflat, he called me by my name. Not in the video. He was just like, you know, beforehand. But he was like, "Don't worry. It's a. We're still in a private call. No one will know." And I'm like, "Yeah." I actually just completely ignored him. Like, I don't want it to like sound like I'm this weird man. I guess I am, sort of, but because like the way I want this to go, and I guess it's kind of weird, but like. Bear Taffy is basically the exact model of like what I'd want to be as a YouTuber. Ooh, don't explode on me, thank you. Because like he just has like I mean his personality's great. He's really good. I mean his voice is like one step below like Morgan Freeman levels, and so that's always cool. Like he has a great voice, and like I mean, he's not bad at video games, I guess, and he seems to. He's either really lucky or just really good, so that's cool. Like he's no like Last Grey Wolf or anything like that. But alright, just hunker down. You can do this. Just kill the spiders. I don't want. That is my phone bill service. Just let me know that they got all successful payments. I don't think anything can be in there, so I don't care about that room. And, I mean, I'm gonna go into this again, even though I mentioned it in the episode that didn't come up, so, I mean, I'm gonna be talking twice, but, like, a lot of like, Bear's got a really cool thing. Most of his stuff, he does it on Twitch nowadays, and he just, you know, after he does it on Twitch, he uploads it onto YouTube, which is cool. I mean, might as well, right? He already got it recorded. And so, like, another nice thing, and I went into this in the other video, like, I just recently joined Twitch, too. Not, like, as a content creator, just as an audience member. Because, I mean, I've always wanted to... well, basically, because Supermask went on there. He's like, hey, I'm on Twitch now. I'm like, cool. And, I don't know, there's something about Twitch. It's almost like it has some kind of stigma attached to it. Like, it was for, you know, anybody to go on. And that it was, like, you were just gonna, like, completely cover it crap. Because you were just gonna have a bunch of different content creators. And I know that sounds kind of ironic coming from me, but shut up. And, I don't know. I mean, I've played games that has Twitch support. And maybe that's something that's colored my impression of it the wrong way. Because something like SOS, for example. I don't know if I told the story about the reason I stopped playing SOS, but basically, a guy that I think was a Twitch streamer, it sounded like a complete, like, I don't want to be mean, but so I'm not going to say the word I want to say, but he sounded like a complete moron. And I'm like, wow, cool, that's what Twitch streamers are, huh? But I never really pieced it together that Northernlion and basically the entire NLSS crew are almost completely based out of Twitch. So, yeah, I took that back. Because Twitch really has a good setup going, man. For like, I don't know, you probably don't need me to explain how Twitch.tv works, but just the UI and just like the community that you can make out of it is really cool. So, for example, I'm gonna give you like a strict like YouTube versus Twitch basis here. I do not want that. Oh, I forgot I had Crystal Ball. World card. The Sun card is better. Wait! I guess I'm taking that now. I tried to go for it. Oh, listen here. I just want an item that's an... how many active items are in this stupid game? Alright, let's go. Trinket sponsor. Don't blow up the donation machine. Alright. So, and yeah, so I'm gonna give you like a quick like YouTube versus Twitch kind of setup here. So, a big problem with YouTube, and just this from like a community standpoint, and I don't have this problem. I have a different problem. Like for a lot of popular content creators, the YouTube comments are just like, "Wow, this person sucks," and I mean it's easier to get away with it because the YouTuber doesn't check the comments as often, or like after you've like put your comment on there, you're long gone. Whereas Twitch, if you want to be a mean person, you gotta jump into the Twitch chat, which means you're like basically you're liable to get raked over the coals not only by the other people in chat, but by the streamer himself. Like you post something, like you say something in the chat, and you're like, "Well, this guy sucks," and then like the person can read that, and then he'll just be like, "Hey, no, you suck," and then everyone will be like, "Ha! I made fun of this guy." Not the streamer, the random man in chat. Oh lord, I'm just next leveling that dodge apparently because I'm not thinking about it. And so that's kind of cool. And basically, you've become the butt end of the joke. That, your own joke. Because originally the joke was, hey, look at this guy. And then now you're like, oh, they're looking at me instead. Oh, just play it cool. You got a deal to protect. Yeah, you got it. If you could not summon men to do your bidding, thank you. I have won my deal. Oh, thank you. I'm going to take that. Just in case it's Krampus. It's not Krampus. How far do I go on this? That's fine. Yeah, let's go. Alright, down we go. Yeah, let's go in that cursor real quick. I'm sure that can't possibly go wrong. Yep, it's gone wrong. I just saw in there, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to deal with that. So, with Twitch, there's a lot more like participation with the community because the community gets to ask you questions, and you get like basically if you're a guy that likes to talk, like Northernline for example, then don't blow up in my face, thank you. Then you're like, oh, now I have extra ammunition for my my quips and my discussion. Because I get to like read questions in the chat, like, hey, what's your favorite superpower? And then you can be like, well, my favorite superpower is this. So, suicide kick, hilarious. And so that's cool, and I really like that because I mean, it's two ways. If you're the audience, like, and you get to ask, basically this famous person, you get to ask him questions. And like in the case, then it's the greatest feeling in the world. Like for example, I took part in one of Bear Taffy's streams. It was the first time I subscribed to anybody because he has like the best way of announcing people, and I'll explain. But let me go into this. So like I checked with him, and I was watching one of his streams, and like if you just mention something and he says it out loud, you're like, that guy actually said like he mentioned something I said. That's so cool. Like I don't know. Let's like try to give it a more like normal example. Like, what happens if Ryan Reynolds was like, hey, I like what you like. I like what you said, and I'm gonna respond to it. And you're like, oh, cool, Ryan Reynolds. But basically, it's celebrities for me. Something I care about because I'm not really much about. Ooh, celebrities. I like those guys. Basically, the only celebrities I know of are like comedy people, like Jack Black. And flipping. I don't know. I'm gonna stop before I, show what kind of movies I'm into. And it's so cool because I remember I was watching him play Into the Breach, and I was just like cracking a joke to chat. Just like I was making fun of Bear Taffy, which is funny considering I was on a big old tirade against people making fun of him or making fun of YouTubers. But I said his voice was like really screechy at one point, so I made a reference to Teen Girl Squad. Oh, he blew himself up. Which for any of you that aren't, I mean, I don't know. It was probably like before my time too. It's weird because it was like on the internet before the internet was like widely available to everybody. This was a small little bit from what's it called? Homestar Runner, where Strongbad, one of the characters, he makes this like comic, like poorly drawn comic called Teen Girl Squad, and he's basically trying to like do female voices with like a grown man's voice, so it ends up sounding like Teen Girl Squad. I'm this character, and I'm this character. Oh god, my voice. Oh, that is not good for my voice. So basically, when Bear Taffy sounded really screechy at one point, I just put in the chat, Teen Girl Squad! And then a few minutes later, wouldn't you know it, Teen Girl Squad! Just like Bear Taffy. That's my impression of Bear Taffy doing Teen Girl Squad. I know, pretty close, right? Am I right? No? Okay. I just lost it. It was the greatest thing, because, like, I mean, it takes him a little bit, because, like, sometimes, like, the streamer's in the middle of a game segment or something like that, and he hasn't checked the chat, so he starts up from, like, the last place he checked off and goes down, and, like, he just sees, like, anything he sees, anything that seems relevant to him, just spout it out, and I love it. And another thing I absolutely loved, in the chat, we were joking around, like, because Bear Taffy wasn't like putting out any comments yet, or like commenting on any posts yet. So someone in chat said, "Hey, first person to get Bear to notice them wins." And I'm like, "Oh, I know exactly what to do. Please, Skeleton Man." Did you see that? That was disgusting. That was not fair. And I knew exactly what to do. And for a little background, Bear Taffy is sponsored, and he's sponsored by this company called Madrinas. They make coffee, and I'm not going to go into the full joke, because then basically if they want to sponsor me, just let me know. I'm just a guy with 1 subscriber is all. If you want me to say your bit, I'm not going to say it for free is all. Although I might end up doing it for the purpose of the joke. And, like, Bear Taffy's, like, one of the only people that, like, make the sponsorship part of the joke. Like, he makes it so that, like, the joke is that he is a slave to the sponsorship. So, like, just anytime he finds it necessary, he'll just start spouting out his, like, tagline he's supposed to say for him. And so a common thing that, like, he does, he'll find a relevant, like, point, and he'll just, like, jokingly start saying, "Oh, well, oh, you're thirsty, huh? Well, you could go on to madrinas.com and do this and this and this." And everybody loves it. Everyone thinks it's hilarious. And I as well also think it's really funny. So when the person in chat said, "Hey, first person to get him to notice you wins," and I said, "Oh, I know what to do. Hey Bear, I'm thirsty. Any recommendations?" And wouldn't you know it, a few minutes later, he reads someone's post out, and it sure sounds like mine. "Hey Bear, I'm thirsty. Any suggestions?" "Well, wouldn't you know it, I do have a suggestion for you. you go on to madrinas.com, blah, 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 and I'm like, yes! I think someone did get him to notice him beforehand, but mine was the best. And I'm not biased or anything. These eyeball tears are weird, man. They make the weirdest sound. What you got? What you got? What you got? You can't stop me. Willow Brimstone. Krampus. Alright, cool. No dodge. Lovely. That's not that good. I put in Lumpical. Lumpical plus the eyeball shots would have been great. And as far as like the whole like subscribing thing, like how he has it set up as far as like his community. He calls his community the bear pile. And basically, it's just a bunch of people hugging, like not to make it sound weird, like it's not anything like gross. It's just that it's supposed to just a bunch of people just really like hugging. And so when he like reads out a subscriber and he uses this like echo filter, and he says, "This person, hey, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the bear pile." And then he says, "Bear hugs, please." And then everyone in the chat uses a custom emote that Bear's put on there called it's a picture of him, not him, but it's a picture of the persona Bear, and he's like hugging like a little. It looks like he's hugging something. And so you spam that in the chat, and then that's supposed to be like a welcome for the guy, and that's really cool because it makes the whole community like, oh, we're supposed to like work together. We're supposed to like each other. Well, that's dumb. And I mean, that's just a really good way of doing it, because then you avoid people like hating each other. Because you're like, oh, I hate this guy, but I gotta like give him bear hugs. So I guess I like him, because that's just how human interaction goes. Am I right? I don't know. That's if I went to Twitch, which I'm not planning on doing anytime soon. Don't you worry. Maybe like a couple like live streams. Like that's the big trouble with it, is that I have to live stream, and I don't know if butter. Sure, I'll try butter. I mean, all the items I like. I'm taking butter just because we're gonna use the Northern Lion term. It's novel. I don't really know. It's still a mysterious beast to me. Mostly because I haven't used it that much. I used it one run and I was like, oh, it does a thing I didn't realize. Alright, in here. Conehead. Conehead the Barbarian. And we have a lot of money. Where did we get all this money? Does anybody know? Oh, cool. Start buying up, boys and girls. If you could give me something that's not an HP upgrade, but I'm also okay with an HP upgrade. Thank you for the bomb, I appreciate that. But, like, the problem with Twitch for me is that I have to live stream. And not only do I have to... This is just a bean. I don't want the bean. Not only do I have... Excuse me? Oh. I forgot what butter did. Justice. So, like, I like having a backlog, is all, basically. And I know, like, in the case of, like, Northern Lion, he does have, like, he'll do Twitch streams and have a backlog. But the reason he does the backlog is because, A, he's used to it, and B, because he has to stream. So, it makes sense for him to get his recording out of the way so he can do, more live stuff. Oh, I don't like this room. Yeah, you got him. Nice. And I also am a guy that has a lot of technical issues when it comes to recording sometimes, and like especially if I'm starting a new game, because streamers do have to do like new games a lot, probably. I don't know. And then it's just that gets tricky, because I have a lot of trouble. I have to test a game. I gotta make sure not only is it fun, but it's gotta be. Like, the sound level's gotta sound right. Gotta hide the awful white noise I get with the microphone. Still wish I knew about that. Where are we going? We go in. We can go up or down. Let's go down. Just gotta remember. Guppy items, we got guppy items here. And then I think that's... I remember the biggest reason is that I don't have much of a following yet. So, hey, if you wanted to hit that like and subscribe button, I'd very much appreciate it. But, if I went on to Twitch, who's gonna watch me? I'll just be there playing a video game. And then I'll just have one person in my audience. And then I'll just like, oh, hey one person, how's it going? And they just may not even comment. I'll just be performing for them. I'll be like some kind of like little court jester. And it doesn't sound that fun. Because at least on YouTube, I can pretend that my audience just hasn't seen the video yet, or just like people can find it later on. What we got here? So, how's the run going? I got all my Twitch stuff out of the way. I might go into it, although I probably shouldn't. I got some more parts, and I think I've talked about this. I mean, I have definitely talked about them because they're on the episodes that went bad, but I also probably talked about it on the Slay the Spire episode. So, the first time that I subscribed to something, I subscribed to Bear, and it was really great, and it made me feel good, because he does, like, I've already explained why his, like, method is so great, and, so I subscribe, and it's kind of weird, because it's like, hit the subscribe button. Oh, let me redirect you to another line, to another line. What is this, some kind of, like, phone thing? Let me send you to another webpage. And they're like, no, I don't want to go to another webpage. I want to watch what I'm doing. And then, like, it sends the subscription. Perthrow. I could Perthrow Crystal Ball. That doesn't sound very intelligent, but I could. And then, so by like, the time you get back, like, your little subscription message has already passed by. Which, in a lot of cases, in the case of like a lot of YouTubers, especially if they're really popular, like Northernlion, who doesn't read the subscriptions out, then you're just doomed. You're like, well, okay, cool. I guess I didn't get to see my message go by. That's cool, I guess. What am I doing? I'll use strength here. But Bear Taffy's is great because, like, you get to hear it. He'll call it out, and most streamers do call it out. And so that, like, so my little message pops up. SuperPaperWatt is just subscribed, and he's like, SuperPaperWatt. He uses it as an echo filter. And it's so great, and he just says, great name. Welcome to the pile. I appreciate it. And I'm like, he likes my name. That's so great. Oh, it's so validating, sort of. I basically just had a celebrity like my name. And not like my real name, to link the joke back. But, I made that name up. That is a creative property of mine. And he liked it. It's almost like, oh, you wrote, what's it called? I don't know. What's an important book? Oh, you wrote Star Wars. Yeah, I know it's not a book. They make it into a book. Oh, you wrote Star Wars. That's a good book. And George Lucas could just be like, thanks, I appreciate you. So, I'm being goofy, is basically it. And it's actually really funny, for like Bear Taffy, for example. I talk about how he uses, like, his little persona. He doesn't like people calling him by his name either. I'm not the only person in the world that doesn't like it. Because, I mean, most of the time, his audience knows not to call him Bear. Or, because, why? Why call him Bear? Or, what? Not why call him Bear. That's, why not call him Bear? Bear's a fun name. His name's Alex, and it's okay, because, like, the world knows it. But, why call him that? That's not to be mean, that's a boring name. My name's boring. Sort of. It's not as boring as Alex, but And I don't know. It's just, it is. No, it's not. It's the thing, but not to be rude to him. It's just like, but Bear's such a fun name. It's probably better than SuperPaperWatt, but it's close. Very egotistical, it turns out. That's not what I want. Open the chest, please. Go ahead. This is Utero 2. Oh, what do you think I'm gonna do with that? Let's go this way. And, like, he makes a joke that, like, people don't call him by his name. Like, because people don't call him by his name, like, he forgets his name sometimes. Which, you know, like, come on. But, it's, like, really funny because his wife, Elise might be her name? But she calls him Bear. And he's like, yeah, my wife calls me Bear. And I just, like, that's just the funniest thing, because you're like, oh, the one person that you think would be most intimately, you know, like, with you, like, you know, basically a part of you, as far as the whole, like, you know, matrimony is concerned. It's just like, oh yeah, I only call you by, like, your, like, nickname, basically. Which is, like, hilarious, I think. And, like, not to say that that's, like, a healthy thing, but that's something to strive to. Like, can you imagine you've made a character so popular that people don't even consider your real identity anymore? That's like, imagine if not Supermask, if Batman was, you know, like someone found his identity, which I think someone has, like maybe like Riddler or something dumb like that, and it's just like, hey, I know your name, and honestly, I don't get a lot out of it, so I'm just gonna keep calling you Batman. That's the coolest thing. And I don't know, like that's a testament to the character that you've created. I watched a guy on YouTube. I don't know his name because his name's very complicated. And you know, a lot of letters and a lot of syllables. Okay, he is he's really popular because he does a lot of stuff with Dungeons and Dragons. And, like he's GM'd those for a long time. He's been the guy that, you know, he's been the storyteller, and so he knows, like, he throws his opinion on, like, you know, what's the proper thing a character should do, what's the proper thing that a GM should do, that kind of thing. And one of the things he mentions, one of the big things to being like having your character thrown into the Hall of Fame is use your character's name. Don't say, I kick down the door and shoot the guy. Say, Swirty Jagerman Jensen kicks down the door and shoots the guy. And so now everyone around the table is like, oh yeah, that's Swirty Magerman Jensen. What? Oh, Conehead. I was gonna say, it's like, excuse me? This is not safe. But this is a new room. Oh, Conehead, I love you. Conehead and Infamy. What a weird combination. Death card. I'll probably take Bumbo. But I don't know yet. Please. Please. I can't go any further than this. I just want... fine, you win. I mean, technically you lose. You got kerploded, but... You know, I'm gonna reroll that again. I do not want Rainbow Baby. Black Hole. I don't use Black Hole very often. Mostly because I don't think I've even seen it in the Switch version yet. Oh yeah! I remember that other thing I was gonna talk about, but I'll just wait for the next episode on that one. Alright, listen here, you. Next level, 4D chess. Alright. Oh goodness, I have not been feeling good today. I mean, I feel fine, it's just that my voice and my nose are like, well, you don't really feel fine, though. Like, you might feel fine, but you're like, I swear there was a Tinted Rock in here. Oh well. But we're not really running at full efficiency back here. We're up here, you know, around there. Where's the boss? The boss is over this way. Oh, blow up on me. Trying to, like... Oh, another thing as far as, like, Twitch goes. Oh, okay, I have one more bear story, but I'm gonna go to the Northern Lion story to, you know, spread it out a little bit. So, Northern Lion's popular, dude. Like, he's got, like, 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. And I don't know how many followers he has on Twitch, but it's probably more than that. Maybe. No, it can't be. That doesn't make sense. But, like, so when you tune into the Northern Lion Live Super Show, which is really cool, because I did my first one a couple days ago, it was so cool. I got to see the intro sequence, it was so neat. I'm a huge fangirl. Like, there's so many people in chat. It just, you can't read it. It just goes by so fast. And you're like, you throw your 2 cents in there, and it's just washed away in a torrent of 6,000 people, which is amazing. I mean, it's actually awful. I think I got sick trying to read, but I don't know. Like, it's the greatest worst thing that's ever happened. Because you're like, well, I can't really participate, but you know, that kind of thing. And I knew exactly what I was going to do, even though I wasn't feeling good. I was going to say the first NLSS I took part of, I was going to subscribe to Northern. Oh, booger tears. And I'm going to, oh lord. And I'm going to send some bits to Nick because Delirium Portal. Let me know. Bring the portal into the next floor and we'll talk. I don't feel... Oh, blood rights. That's actually not that good. Where are we at? Oh, hello. How much HP do I have? Oh man, I really shouldn't have gotten rid of that. Babylona. Oh yeah, it's definitely not worth my time. Oh, cool. Just all troll bombs, huh? Alright, cool. I don't know what phone number that is. I don't know how much HP I have. That's scary. Oh, good. Just run right into him. So, butter and the other thing don't work. Because you gotta, like, to use black hole, you try to suck up the butter. That's some Kirby stuff right there. Alright, at least the bullets aren't gonna find me. That's cool. That's super neat. I like that. There we go. I am super dead. I really shouldn't have taken that last deal. Oh. Okay, 3 guys with big troll bombs is actually unfair. There we go. And so, because Nick, he's the soft guy of the NLSS crew. He's like, I'm the guy with feelings, and I try to be like, you know, you can probably get an idea of what I'm talking about. And so you're like, well, he's like, hey, he's probably the least popular of all of them, which is like, that's not his fault. He's still like thousands of times more popular than I am. But so like, come on. But like, he's the guy that you want to like, oh, here you go. And he's still like is really nice about it. Like, you donated money to me. That is so nice of you. And so Twitch has a system where you donate money. Well, you can give them, like, you can tip them money, or you can give them bits. And bits is like digital currency you throw at them. Basically, to, you know, you get your own, like, few seconds to shine, because you get a little notification pops up, and it's like, hey, Shorty Jagerman Jensen just sent, you know, 100 bits to you. And you're like, oh, that's cool. I mean, sure. Well, come on aboard, Papa Fly. Oh, that was scary. That's a D7. And so I'm gonna send him to Nick because Nick reads out the things more often. He reads out bits and subscriptions and things like that more often. So, and I wanted to come out in the middle of the NLSS because I've been part of it for, you know, a good amount of time. Not as much as some people. Some people have been there ever since the beginning, which is crazy. Like, I just, like, the longest amount of months that I've heard Northern Lions say, mostly because I don't usually hang out to watch, or to, like, stick around to the end to hear people getting their names called out, unless they're my name. And one of the people were there for 58 months on Twitch. Has Twitch really been around that long? But then, and Northern Lion, how long's Northern Lion been part of it? Did he jump ship right away? He's never really jumped ship. It's just like, you know, super secret room. Super secret room. I need super secret room. I need some spirit hearts, man. Thank you. Beggars can't be choosers. Alright. We're gonna go fight Lamb now. So, I gotta go quick now. Unless they want to give me the Delirium Portal. How about them Delirium Portal? Excuse me? You're not allowed to keep doing that. You're supposed to go in the black hole. And so I sent out my... I put mine out. I subscribed. But it turned out I subscribed at the wrong time. I subscribed when the Northern Lion live Super Show overlay was up, so my notification didn't get put up. Okay, no portal. And let's just do the rest of the floor, because we already got the points, didn't we? Yeah, we did. And oh, I don't like that. So he so it didn't really show up. Is the thing, because it wasn't his screen. It was an overlay. Okay, Mr. Grammar, dude, you got it. And then when I sent the bits to Nick, which was 1,000 bits, that was $10 of my own money. Normally it would cost me $20, but it was like the first time, like, hey, welcome to Twitch. You just want to spend $10 on these instead? And they're like, yeah, because I think I'll be, you know, I got some disposable income. I can show my appreciation to these boys. And it ends up, like, you know, he didn't read it, but like he has a webcam, so he definitely saw he looked over, he saw the 1,000 bits, and he looked really happy about it. But he knew not to, you know, call it out in the middle of the stream because they were in the middle of the conversation. So, you know, whatever. Because I wasn't feeling good, and, you know, for different myriad of reasons. I didn't stick around for him to call it out, but it was something. It was heartfelt. I was like, "Hey, I've been part of the NLSS. I've been watching the NLSS for a while now, and I really like what you guys are doing. I just wanted to give it to you because Northern Lion doesn't call out his bits, which is ironic because he didn't do it either. Yay! But you know, basically how that is. Go check them out on Twitch. Twitch.com, Twitch.tv. Samson Slack. Garbage. You know, Broccoli Smile is Nick, and Northern Lion is Northern Lion. But hey, you should also go to, what was this one? YouTube.com/SuperPaperWatt. He's a cool guy. Send a like to him, and subscribe if you're wanting to see more from him. And in the meantime, thank you guys, and I will see you guys next time.